Hello, my C-Lovelies, and welcome back to another main series episode. Left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger for the last couple months. I was very proud of how that last episode turned out. What I haven't been proud about is everything after that. That is what has been making me sad. So today is a tell-all. And then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next. So yeah, we got a lot to cover today, and we got a lot to do. So welcome back to our world, the world that you guys and I all love so very much, so very much. The tornadoes have come through. Everything that I've loved is gone. Exalted and Achilles are gone. And Commander Chicken's gone, Eduardo's gone, everybody's gone. And this was where we were going to pick up. It's going to be back to another cinematic type, you know, a little bit of a role play action going on. This is actually part of the tornado world. I went through and I TNT'd some of it to make it look worse. But yeah, so this is where we were going to pick up with it. And you guys are probably all wondering, where was this going? Where was this project going? It was something special. It was clear. I set it up. I put a lot of thought into it. But the amount of work just overwhelms me. It was a mixture of real life as well. You know, I just started dating that girl at the time. You know, I was trying to get a new job. And then I had this massive project that I had to do. And so it was just a mixture of all these things. And hopefully I'll have a more in-depth video earlier this week posted talking all about the real life side of things. But today I'm just focusing on the main series side of things. So I guess it's time to spoiler alert. This is what I had in mind. So we were going to come back. It was going to be epic, you know, a downtrodden C-Luv, very bummed that everything he's worked for, the hundreds of hours ruined here from the tornado. And of course I would expanded the world, you know, so it would show stuff from over there. And yeah, I mean, look how epic all this looks, just destroyed. You know, this was, it was a lot of work. And Comic was the person that recorded the tornado footage for me. That was all Comic. So huge shout out to Comic, my buddy, recording that bit for me. His computer is a beast, if you couldn't tell, to be able to handle everything it was doing. And I actually learned a lot from it too, from that footage. Like I was wishing the footage of it was incredible. What I wish would have happened was that City Hall would have gotten just demolished. But because it's stone, it didn't. So I guess there would have to be some type of property change to be able to allow wood, logs, and stone to just go flying. Then there would have been even more mayhem. It looks like things with lower blast resistance were the ones that got swept up. So from here, what would have happened is I would have gone on a quest down below our base. Okay, so let's just walk this through here. You know, there would have been a lot of time just surveying all the damage, being like, trying to make you guys think we were going to a new world. That was what I was wanting. All of you guys just like, well, yeah, he's clearly going to start a new world. This is him saying, adios, goodbye. So we had to come down here. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is old school. The way we had to make this work is I had to take my Xbox 360 save, you know, which was over a year and a half ago, and we brought it into the world. So there's not a lot of our new stuff in the world. And this is very old school the way this is set up. You know, there's no mining storage room down here. Let's see, what was it look like? Yeah, look at that. So imagine it being rebuilt, and then we have our mining storage room. You know, we go into the big old mining storage room, and then all of it has just collapsed everywhere. You know, I'd had to build all that. But there would have been an entrance, just a little bit of an entrance. And then we bring in the master, Mr. Absent Duck, who has been huge with the behind the scenes with me. Just countless hours going behind the scenes with this massive idea. So he was going to build a dungeon. Big old, you know, Into the Depth style. And if you haven't watched my series of Into the Depth, go check it out. You'll see what he's capable of. And he was going to build it underground. I would have gone through it, done all the challenges and stuff. There would have been a lot of cool things to do, stuff involving redstone, fighting certain types of mobs in certain areas. It would have been intense, and it would have been difficult to do. At the end of it all, there's a mysterious man, and he hands me a potion, and I have the option of having everything that I've ever wanted. And so I take it, the screen goes black, the episode ends. I leave you guys on another cliffhanger. What just happened? You know, type thing. That was my goal. The part 3, because I wanted to do a trilogy of the Tornado Aftermath, the Rapture, if you will. The Rapture trilogy, that's what it was going to be called. We come back here. Or no, I wake up, and it looks like nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. So, now I'm going to show you that version, because we worked a lot on that world. So let me go ahead and sign out and switch over worlds. Alrighty guys, so we are here in the new world. The next world that we are working on. Now this is where Absent Duck went huge for me. So we're trying to rebuild our world from the Xbox 360, which was left off around episode 45. And now we're on episode 60. Now, to every YouTuber, that's not a big deal. You know, oh, I just have to rebuild 14 episodes worth in creative? No problem. Well, when you make a 50-hour slime farm video and then like 4 other 30 to 40-hour videos of time, it adds up in a hurry. To think about the things that we don't have from 360 to our current Xbox One world, here are some of them. Gold Farm 2.0, Dual Blaze Rod Farm, Wither Skeleton Farm, what else was there? Our abandoned mining shaft, along with our automatic furnace room. Did I already say 7 slime farms? I think I already said that. You know, etc., etc. Our automatic storage room down there. Our Wither Skeleton storage room. I feel like I'm saying a lot of the same things. But those were just some of them, okay? And my goal was like, you know, I'm the king of the big project. I can do it. You know, I believe in myself. I can do this. And so I got to work. And so on screen now is all the total progress I have made in trying to rebuild our world to its current state. Now you may be thinking, well, C-Luv, hey, big homie. The beauty of your survival world is that you've already done, you know, everything in survival. You know, you don't have to rebuild it, you silly goose. Anyways, the reason why was for the next episode, for the trilogy of the Rapture, and it was the rebirth. That was going to be it, the repopulation of the world. So let's go ahead and go over that, and then I'll show you everything that I've actually built. But to get back on track with the trilogy, so I drink the potion, I wake up to here in this new world, or our same world. You know, everything kind of looks the same, but you know, now there's trees everywhere. Like, what's up? What's up with this? You know, what is this nonsense? Let's go over here to our farms. You know, everything that we know and love. And let's just go take a quick look at everything. And so if we come around the bend, then it's like, boom. You know, what's happened here? Now, the way we were doing it, Absent Duck went through. He did so much in MC Edit. Like, I cannot give him enough credit and props in this build and having to redo everything. You know, we set out for a very big goal. And if you can hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize. Hopefully she'll stop in a second. But yeah, I mean, we did a lot together here in this world, and he helped build some of the things that were in my world just based off of my videos. Like, he would watch the abandoned mining storage room, you know, down below the mining dome, and rebuild it. You know, can we set this to day? Let's set this to day. And you guys are probably still thinking, well, C-Luv, why are you still... Do not have creative? No, okay. Anyways, it should be day soon. Can we sleep this off? So, the main reason why I wanted to do this was because I wanted a mesa and an ice-spiked biome. Now, with this, we had a lot of room to work within the world. Where do we want to put these biomes? So, if you remember, right before the Rapture, the episode before that, I did a biome enhancement. Well, I thought, well, since I didn't put anything in that biome yet, let's chunk down a mesa. Yeah, look at this beaut. So Duck went in and found just this absolutely gorgeous mesa biome. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that a beaut, guys? Oh, like, this is my favorite biome in the game, and I don't even get to play on it. Orange and blue, my favorite colors. Go Broncos. I've always loved it. And then Hermitcraft, shortly after I come up with this idea, do the Mesified server. And it would have been perfect to go hand in hand, kind of, you know, because they're doing everything there. There would have been a lot of inspiration for me. But unfortunately, I just haven't been able to rebuild it. This world. And so this was going to be it. And we were going to have a nice secondary base out here. A bunch of, you know, really cool builds and stuff. This was going to be part of it. And of course, we saw in the last episode the Witch and Guardian area. We were going to have that. And then we just mosey on over to here. And, oh, we have an old build that never came into an episode. This was going to be where my adventure land was going to go. I was going to have Sky Wars up here. Anyways, so then we come over here, and now we have our ice spiked area. And that would have been awesome. And so what he ended up doing for me, because, you know, this is a limited amount of space. It's not like I can go wander off to a new area, because, you know, with a lot of my redstone and moving stuff, I need a ton of packed ice. I need a ton of packed ice. So he had the idea of all the normal ice in my world just being switched over to packed ice. So once I farmed all that, I could come out here and farm what was normal ice into packed ice. So I could continue farming. And then, you know, he put in a nice taiga. The only thing with this one is that we didn't have enough podzol. That was the one thing that we were trying to solve with that. Have a big biome with a lot of podzol. Because our goal with this new world was to have every single thing, you know, just import it from a PC biome world, and then come into here, and then I would have all the stuff that when I expanded my world to large, we would have it all on Xbox in our world. Didn't have to start a new one for it, and we could have just kept going. And then I could have made all of the new big changes, you know, get to use all the new blocks, all that good stuff. And as you can see, whenever he repopulated our world, we got some random stuff like a village popping up. So yeah, this is what our world was going to be, but I just couldn't rebuild it all. You know, and you can tell that there's still a lot of work to be done, you know, along the border edges. And just to put this in perspective, after I rebuilt everything, then I would have to go through every one of my chests in my world and put the exact amount of blocks. That was my goal, is to have everything the same. You know, we weren't going to take anything out of creative, nothing like that, and just get it back to normal. Now, this could have all been easily avoided if I could take my Xbox One world, like I can on 360, and put it on the PC. That's something that we just can't do. And so that's why we were going to go down this route. And the way I had it set up, if you want to just mental image, in my room, I had my main TV with my Xbox One, and then I had my Xbox 360 hooked up to another TV sitting side by side. So I would move around on my Xbox One, so you'd be like, okay, so this is how I had my redstone, and then I would grab my 360 controller, build it, come back over to the one, you know, and then go back and forth. Oh, this is what I was talking about with some of the chunk border issues. And so, yeah, it was going to be awesome. And unfortunately, I don't think this is going to happen. Because I really want to get back into it, but I wanted your guys' thoughts on everything before I do anything. But this was going to be my big surprise to you guys, and unfortunately, it just went on and on and on. But yeah, if we come down here, there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys that would kind of wow you. I talked about clearing out the world, or clearing out the abandoned mine area, this big old box. And so my thought process was this. I'm going to put over 100 hours easy into this build. And then Absiduck doing a lot of hours into it as well. So in that time frame, I could have easily mined out all this, right? So this was going to be the improvements, I would say. We were going to have all this hollowed out, and I was going to rebuild the world, and we were going to call it even. Be like, you know what? I put in 100+ hours rebuilding it, so that 100 hours, I could have been mining all of this away, and we were just going to call it good. And since he did the repopulation of the world, just a random spider spawner popped up right here. You know, just a lot of weird things like that. Look at all the new ores on the ground. Like, all he did is repopulate our world. And then, you know, we got new rock types as well, I believe, in the area. The 3 new rocks, diorite and all that, they should be in here. I thought they were, at least. Maybe they're not. And so, yeah, that was the plan. Have our new world, or have our old world the exact same as it was before, except add in new biomes. To simplify it, as that's what it was. Just add in everything that the new lands don't give us. So, now that I got all that out of the way, and you guys can see what I was trying to do, because I think part of the fun of having a world is being able to utilize everything in a new update. And for the viewers, you know, you guys at home, I would be doing all the new stuff, and you guys would be learning along with me, be like, oh yeah, we can do this with slime blocks, you know, in this type of biome or whatever. You know, I would have had a mesa home. You know, being in this world makes me kind of just want to get back on the grind and redo it. But I will throw this idea out to you guys. Okay. Random jump cut. I know. I realized I was rambling on a lot, but there's just so much I have to talk about this episode with you guys. So I wanted to simplify what I said that I cut out. And it's this. When I was recording this episode today, my goal was to explain myself to you guys so you would understand what we missed out on. And then we were going to go off and start planning our new builds. Because, you know, Witch Farm, Guardian Farm, Sand area where we can do some of that stuff. You know, there's so much stuff that we can do. So much that I have planned. I have over 60 things written out that I want to do. And, you know, and they're going to be the same type of style big farms that we typically do. Like my 7 slime farms and stuff. That's the type of stuff that we're going to continue doing in this world. But we need the new stuff that we've done here. You know, the mesa and stuff like that. And there's potential, now that you guys know what we're doing here with the project, to come up with new ideas. You know, be like, hey, C-Luv, because we don't want it to be cheaty. I love playing survival. Creative isn't fun for me. The only time I like creative is when I'm doing testing. Because it just makes things a little bit quicker, and I can tinker with stuff. I can test. That's why I like creative for, testing. I like playing Minecraft and survival. And this is what this world is. And so, but with, you know, since we got shafted from, with the updates, you know, not getting everything that we wanted, we don't have unlimited space where we can go find a mesa biome 10,000 blocks from now. We do have a limited space. Now keep this in mind whenever you're thinking of ideas. The new lands we can't do anything in yet because we haven't generated them. Minecraft Xbox 360 only can handle the classic size of the world. So if we're transferring something over to PC, it has to fit within this box. The box. Remember that, guys. So yeah, today I was just going to plan on explaining this to you guys, and then we were going to go off and start planning our new builds. And start, you know, laying out, doing the groundwork, doing the planning. And so then next episode, I would probably do the Guardian Farm. I think that's what I was going to decide to do first. But while I was in here talking with you guys, and I'm looking through and I'm just like, all this hard work that, you know, I could potentially have it all, you know, for this series, everything that we need, if I just ask for help. And I think that's what I need to do. And I've lost track of how many times I've heard, C-Luv, can I join your world? Can I come in your world and help? I think this is the time when I need to let that happen. And I came up with an idea while I was rambling, and my idea is this. I want my world to be exact. That's why I wanted to build it. I didn't want to delegate too much to other people. Absent Duck was the exception because he did incredible things. He did things way better than I could have. Way better in terms of finding a perfect biome to add into the world and all that. But what I could do is this. Now we can maybe bang this out over a couple weekends and get this world rebuilt, but I have to have help from you guys. And then Absent Duck, after we do everything, we can give the world back to Absent Duck, and he can make the final crisp changes that need to be made, and then we can pick up where we left off. Simple as that. And the way it would work is this. I could have 7 other people, I believe, in this world, including me, aka you guys. And what I can do is record video of our current world and show you with map coordinates exactly where every block is at. I then private that video, and whenever you come into the world, you pull it up on your computer or your iPad or however you want to do it, and you guys help me rebuild what we have left. You know, the Nether has a lot of work to do in particular. So, you know, we would have, you know, our tunnel starts here. And all I'm trying to do is get it back to its current state. I'm not trying to do anything extra. So, you know, I want this to stay survival when it's all said and done. But we would be rebuilding everything that I've done in survival in creative mode just to save time. So, you know, I would take a video. You know, example, our redstone door would be around here. I'll show the exact coordinate, and then, you know, if one of you guys likes to do redstone, you'd be able to come through and help me rebuild that door. While somebody else down here is, you know, chopping down all these walls and adding in all the extra, you know, stone bricks so wither skeletons have more chance of spawning, you know, at the intersections, all that. And so I just make this one simple video for you guys to follow along and help whenever you would join in. Now, to reward you guys, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I thought about maybe, you know, doing something. I'll do something to honor everybody that helped rebuild this world. You know, I think the best way to do it is on the weekends, during the time when I'm awake. You know, we make it an all-day project. You know, people come in and out throughout the day helping out. And what I could do is just allow some people, and then if you follow me on Twitter, that's how I'm going to pick people. I think that would be the easiest way. Be like, hey, one guy has to leave for the day. He's got to go hang out with his family. I need another person in. And then maybe I'll do a trivia question to make it fair, or maybe I'll do first reply back. So if you have my Twitter notifications turned on, I could choose you potentially. And we could potentially bang out everything that needs to be done relatively quickly if we work as a team. You know, I've done everything in survival in our main world. All I gotta do is record it in a good format for you guys so you can pause, rewind, all of that good stuff so we can figure it out exactly. And yeah, What do you guys think? That's the idea I came with. Because I was at the point where I was just going to give up and just pick up where we left off, you know, and not have a mesa biome or anything like that. And now we can potentially maybe add in some other things that you guys think I'm missing in the world. You know, you guys are smart. Most of you guys are smarter than me, so some of you guys can come up with a great thing, you know, be like, hey, what if you added in this biome? You know, because, you know, when you did the expanded world, I noticed you didn't have this. You know, this should be something in there. And of course, there's 1.9 and 1.10 updates as well. But unfortunately, we're not up to there, obviously. But it's never too early to plan. So yeah. Oh, look at all these wither skeletons. Man, this is a good farm. So, yeah. Comment down below what you think. I'm going to have a couple of straw poll questions. You know, if this gets a lot of likes and, you know, a lot of everything that you guys are wanting to do this, then this could be something that we could bang out in maybe 2 weekends if we do it right. And I get the right people in to help. And I promise I'll figure out a way to reward you. I might do something as simple as a sign saying thank you and a shout out, you know, forever in this world. Or maybe I let you guys build a small house, you know, after all of it's said and done in survival. You know, in y'all's own little district. You know, everybody just kind of makes a small house. Just kind of just like a, yep, you know, I don't get to play on here really that often. You know, I'm not giving you a permanent place here in the world, like where you can just hop on, you know, and play. But you would have, you know, your own memorial to you, I guess. And you could build your own, potentially. As long as it wasn't too crazy and big. I don't know. We're spitballing here right now, right? This is all off the top of my head. So, a lot of rambling today. A lot of rambling. I'm going to edit this up and see if we have time to cover some of the new stuff. But I think I got the most essential and important things out of the way. This gold farm. You know how hard it is to remove all this lava? It's so... Even in creative, it's a pain. And something's not working with it. I messed up somehow. Look at them. They're living. This is... I could have sworn this was all on the same level. Did pigment... Maybe I removed a layer up here. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I just shaved off the bottom. I don't know. But yeah, guys. So... You know, sometimes it is amazing how much I can talk. And then it just takes up a whole episode. I don't know. I don't know how it happens. From time to time, you know, I just got a lot to say. You know, there's so much behind the scenes that I want to give you guys and all that good stuff. One thing, I rebuilt this. So, yeah, that was a pain. This was a pain. To rebuild. Let me see. Nope, can't go out that way. Let's come down here. Maybe I can go out over here, maybe? This disable autosave? Yeah, it is on. Okay. Well, who cares? We'll just break through here. All of this redstone, I had to rebuild. Oh, this was a nightmare. But I'm getting off track. So I've done some thinking. And what I've decided is this. I've talked a lot this episode, and I wanted to do some type of, you know, actual, not necessarily building, but I sometimes will do a planning episode where we get all of our big project ideas in place, you know, and it's like, okay, this is the plan. Now it's time to capitalize on it. This is what I was planning on doing today. But I just kind of had a change of heart once I got into this world. I think if you guys are down to help, yeah, I mean, if you guys are down to help, this might work. I'm trying to think of when I'm going to upload this, though. It will probably be tomorrow. Whenever I decide to upload this, it's going to be on either... Let's see, today for me is June 12th. I'm trying to get ahead of schedule on all my videos right now. It's something that Mumbo does. I never understood it until now. He pre-records his videos a week out. you know, he'll finish it and then he'll upload it 1 week later. And I was like, well, why don't you just do it before then? And it's just so you can get ahead of everything else, to give you more time. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But I might throw this one a week early than I planned on having it out at. Either way, this video will come out on a Friday. And I think that Saturday is when I would want to have the first group of guys come in and try to help me build this. And so pretty much the way it's going to work, I might post a quick short video, 1 minute, saying like, hey, today we're going to be building my world. I need helpers. My C-Lovelies. I need some C-Lovelies to come over here and help me build. Now, if you're going to do this, you have to have a computer or an iPad, something big. I don't know. I guess you could technically do it on your phone. But I'm wanting some detail-oriented people who, you know, won't cut any corners. You know, they'll be like, okay, this block is on Y32, you know, type thing. And you can go from there, to help me kind of rebuild. So if you can do that, and you can watch a video that I make, you know, showing off like, hey, you know, this is our wither skeleton farm, and this is how you're gonna help rebuild it, you know, type thing. Then yeah, you'd be eligible. And so on that day, I'll probably make a video saying this is the day that I decided that we're gonna start working on it, or I might do it a little early in advance. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. That's gonna be your best bet. That's where I'm going to be grabbing you guys from. You can comment down here if you like, but when the day comes when it's choosing people, Twitter is going to probably be the best bet. So if you don't have a Twitter account, it's easy. Just go to twitter.com and you can make yourself an account if you have an email. If you don't have an email, you probably should ask your parents on how to make an email. But yeah, so that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to make videos of each build that we need to rebuild. And I will show you step by step. I won't publicly put it on my channel, just so I don't spam you guys with like no audio, you know, type thing. There might be some audio in it for me, just giving tips on it. But yeah, that's how it's going to go down. I'll make little follow things like, hey guys, this is how it's going to be done. And then I can just spread people out and let y'all go to town. And then we'll figure out something to honor everybody that helps out. Yeah, I think this could work. Guys, I really do. You know, if we just band together, you know, some people to come help me out. And then I'm going to do something for you guys in the future. And if this goes smoothly and this works, you know, what we might end up doing, I might go on bigger projects. Believe it or not, I might go even bigger on some if I know I have some helpers, you know, some of you guys to come help me out, because I think, you know, you'd get to come chill with me, talk to me for a while, and, you know, do all that good stuff. So that could be cool. That could be cool. Yeah, I'm digging this, because I have an idea for a Guardian Witch farm right now. I don't think I can do it by myself, but if I had some people, oh, we could do something special. Yeah, we could do something special. I've been watching a lot of the SciCraft server. If you don't know what that is, go to Doc M77 channel and go watch some of those videos. There's like 6 of them. They've been inspiring me. Alright, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I might give you guys a bonus episode of this series, possibly tomorrow. So, no promises, but that's my plan as of right now. And the next episode, it will be before I see any of your guys' comments, so keep that in mind. But yeah, we're gonna cover all the new stuff, some ideas for the new. We're gonna put all this on hold, you know, mentally wise. And yeah, I'm gonna ask for your guys' help to help rebuild our world into the world it should be. If you have any ideas on what we need to add biomes wise, nothing cheaty, guys, nothing cheaty. You know, we're just trying to have a little bit of everything so we can have access to it all, you know, whenever it comes to survival. So nothing cheaty. Oh, one thing that we played around with. Oh, I'm so happy. This was like the most controversial idea I had. Okay, we'll cover one last thing and we're wrapping up this episode. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't forget about this. Okay, because this one might be cheaty. This one might be cheaty. This was an idea that I had because I thought you guys would really enjoy this idea, potentially. And we actually had O'Prizal P, Absent Duck and O'Prizal P. O'Prizal P, if you don't know who he is the person that allowed us to take worlds off of 360 on the PC. He's enabled map creators to do insane things. And so he is an innovator that's helped doing a lot of this. And Absent Duck was talking with him, and unfortunately, there wasn't anything that O'Prizal P could do. Now, Absent Duck, being a genius, came up with a potential solution that might rub some of y'all the wrong way. And so I thought I'd run this by y'all real quick. Totally forgot about this aspect. I was just gonna can it. I thought too many of you guys would be like, "No, that's cheaty, C-Luv. Don't do that." And if you can tell what they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 witch huts. So here's the story behind it. It's so funny to me. I was like, okay, Absent Duck, you know how we see all these servers? They pick a world based on a quad witch hut. They always pick it on that. Whenever they start a world, they try to find a seed that has at least a quad witch hut. Now, in our world, we got lucky. We have potential to have 1 witch hut and a guardian temple nearby that might be close enough to do both. But it doesn't hurt to have another fun quad witch hut, right? So he was trying to see if he could do it with the biome mechanics. This is a natural swamp to begin with. So he was like, well, maybe we could just throw in some, witch huts, and it would act and do what it's supposed to do. Now, unfortunately, that's not the case. It doesn't read it, and O'Prizal P was like, yeah, there's nothing we can really do of being able to put in witch huts where you want, and they act as a witch hut. But Absent Duck was like, well, what I could do is put in an invisible spawner, or just keep in a normal spawner. It could be an invisible spawner, nobody would see it, and it would act as a witch hut. It would have the exact same spawning and everything that a normal witch hut would have. That was the idea with it. And so yeah, I thought I'd run it by you guys. This is really about the only thing that I felt like would kind of be cheaty potentially. But we tried to do it the legit way where we could just spawn in, a witch hut. Or maybe... I mean, it really wouldn't make much sense to bring in a biome that has a quad witch hut in range, if that makes sense. Like, we could go to PC, find a seed with a world, take all that terrain, and then throw it right here, smack dab. But it really wouldn't make much sense to do all that extra work whenever you can just drop a witch hut and some random 4 locations. They're not all on a line together, they're spread out. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that idea out there. I thought you guys would enjoy seeing me potentially do a quad witch hut farm. I've always wanted to do one. Every time I see it on a server, I'm just like, I want to grind, and I want to make a quad witch hut with an awesome automated storage room. So yeah, well, that's kind of just a side topic. That's a little bonus rant for you guys. But yeah, we're playing with tons of ideas here to try to make this world as fun as possible. So whenever we're back in the survival mode, then we can go to town. And if you guys are just wanting me to skip all this, not do it all, just pick up where we left off before the tornado, that's an option as well. I think that's way less fun, personally. And I think with your guys' help, 2 weekends worth, we might be able to bang out this world, and in July be back to normal. With a lot more options for big projects. Alright, I'm done ranting. I'm done. I promise this time. I'm done. I'm done. Let's have some discussions down below in the comment section. You know, talk it over with other C-Lovelies and myself. You know, come back and check on the comments, and let's have a good discussion. I even made a Reddit for C-Luv Gaming a while back. Haven't utilized it at all. This might be a decent time for it. If I remember, I'll go check it out. There's like 0 threads there. It's just reddit.com/r/C-Luv-Gaming. So, alright. Hope you guys are excited. I've missed you a ton. As you can see, there's a ton of potential here for the main series to be extremely entertaining with a ton of massive projects, which is all I've ever wanted to do. I love to grind, and I like big builds, so. And I like trying to break the Xbox. One day it will happen. Alrighty guys, you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Love you guys. Deuces.